radio's biggest show, brought to you from Hollywood by your Walgreens Drug and Walgreens Agency stores from coast to coast. We're at Bob Hope's Grand Hotel, where Bob is playing host to Frank Morgan, Ginny Sims, Vera Vague, Dennis Day, Eddie Duchin, the Andrews Sisters, Rochester, Ray Noble and his orchestra, with me, Harry Von Zell, as manager. Hope is at a table in Club 45, griping as usual.
Running a hotel like mine gives me a headache. I suppose I could go in Walgreens and get some aspirin, but they won't sell one aspirin. I'd buy a box of 12, but I may never get another headache. Oh, well, I'll get them anyway. I can always use them to make phone calls with. There comes my manager, Von Zell. Probably more demands for money. I don't think he likes me. Von Zell, I've just inspected the chairs in the lobby.
Yes, I saw you picking up the cushions. How'd you do?
3 bobby pins, a Dewey Bricker button, a pair of loaded dice, and a picture of Crosby shaking hands with Stephen Foster.
Now, Mr. Hope, really, is Mr. Crosby really that old?
Oh, listen, when Sherman was marching through Georgia, Crosby sold him his corn pads.
Well, he's a fine man, Mr. Crosby.
I won't tolerate any disloyal remarks. Go downstairs and wash. Your apple pan looks very dowdy.
Very well. Just as you say, sir.
Oh, Mr. Hope. Oh, Mr.
Pardon me
Hope.
while I laugh at
I'm over anxious. Mr. Hope.
Not too late if you want to get it in. Don't be stubborn. Now, come on and laugh. Wait a minute, Jimmy. Yeah, that's fine. Sounds like my agent. Thank you very much. Want to try it now?
Oh, Mr. Hope.
Jimmy Sims, look at that.
Next we have a song by another of our artists, the lovely Miss Ginny Sims, to sing Body and Soul.
My heart is sad and lonely. For you I sigh, for you, dear, only. Why haven't you seen it? I'm all for you, body and soul. I spend my days in longing and wondering why it's me you're wronging. I tell you I mean it. I'm all for you, body and soul. I can't believe it, it's hard to conceive it. You turn away romance. Are you pretending it looks like the ending? Unless I could have one more chance to prove, dear, my life a wreck you're making. You know I'm yours for just the taking. I gladly surrender myself to you, body and soul. I can't believe it, it's hard to conceive it. You turn away romance. Are you pretending it looks like the ending? Unless I could have one more chance to prove, dear, my life a wreck you're making. You know I'm yours for just the taking. Gladly surrender myself to you, body and soul.
Everybody knows that when a doctor says, take as directed, he means take the medicine in accordance with the instructions on the prescription label. But to Walgreens, take as directed has a deeper meaning, a meaning of rich significance. To Walgreens, that simple phrase symbolizes the sacred trust that exists between doctor, pharmacist, and you. To every Walgreens pharmacist, take as directed means fill this prescription exactly as specified. It means have on hand a complete stock of thousands of drugs, no matter how rare some of them may be. It means that every drug in stock must meet the highest standards of purity, freshness, and potency. And that's not all. For at Walgreens, your vital prescription is compounded with sureness and care. Proportions are measured to the tiniest fraction of a grain, then checked and double-checked every step of the way by experienced pharmacists. Yes, that's a great deal of meaning to read into 3 short words, take as directed. But it must be the right meaning, because you and millions of other Americans bring thousands of prescriptions every day, hundreds of thousands every month, millions every year, to be filled at Walgreens.
If I were Mr. Walgreen, I'd start worrying the feeling Von Zell puts into that commercial. Next year, this program is liable to be sponsored by the Von Zell drugstores. Mr. Walgreen's got nothing on me. I've got a little worrying to do myself. I have to get money by hook or crook. I got the crook.
Oh, Mr. Hope.
And here's the schnook.
Mr. Hope, I do wish you'd do something about my room. There's an inch of dust on the floor beneath my bed. Why, it isn't fit for a man to hide under.
Well, Miss Vega, I think I found a gentleman you'd be interested in.
Oh, you darling. Is there anything I can do for you?
Heavens, no.
Mr. Hope, I'll have you understand I once had the prettiest face on Broadway and the most beautiful legs in Hollywood.
Yeah, but I bet you didn't set Chicago on fire.
Who's the man?
Glad to see you thinking this late. I really am.
Now, please, yes. Who's the man?
Well, you what, darling?
Well, I'm very interested.
Well, I'm kind of big here. Now, just a second.
Yeah.
Down to a light boil. Watch your motor there, will you, please? Now, here we are.
Yes.
This fellow is a very distinguished Southern gentleman. He's right over in Club 45. Come on, I'll introduce you.
Mr. Hope, do you think you'll marry me?
Well, if you play your cards right.
Oh, who wants to play cards?
I don't blame you the way your deck is stacked. Now, there he is. There he is right at that first table. His name is Colonel Frank Morgan.
Oh, he's a gray one, isn't he?
Now, you wait right here, and I'll go over and get him. Remember, though, it's marriage or nothing.
Don't be too hasty. But hurry up.
I approached Morgan. I felt like a warden bringing news of a death penalty. His face looked like it had been chiseled out of marble. And knowing Morgan, I figured he probably did the chiseling. He looked up at me, and I could see the sweat standing out in his martini glass. Morgan, I said.
Well, sir, if it ain't my old friend, Mr. Hope.
Not yet. Now you're going after the money. Now, wait a minute. That's your bride-to-be over by the door.
Oh, very fine-looking person. Beautiful, in fact. And dressed stunningly. That's a gorgeous white coat.
No, you're looking at the head waiter. Don't you see that group of beautifully shaped girls in the backless evening gowns?
Yes.
Well, yours is the one in the turtleneck sweater.
Oh, no, not her.
What's the matter? You a coward?
Well, at the moment, yes.
She's got $1 million for some Southern gentleman.
Oh, well, I say, lead me to that most gorgeous damsel.
That's enough, Boll Weevil. All right. Come on. Miss Vague, here's your admirer, Colonel Frank Morgan.
Hello, Mr. Morgan. I understand you found a little place in your heart for me.
Well, yes, ma'am. It's just a small place. But you know how the housing situation is.
Well, I'll leave you two lovebirds, and Morgan, remember, I get half the feathers.
Certainly. Miss Vague, let's talk about love.
Yes, let's do. Love makes the world go round.
Love is the sweetest thing.
Love is everything.
Well, that's enough. Let's talk about money again.
Colonel Morgan, all I want from a man is comfort.
Well, I can do better than that, ma'am. I can give you Southern comfort.
I'm so thrilled being out with a real Southern colonel.
Yeah.
I suppose you know all about the cotton gin.
I didn't know they could make it from that. Big, would you like to step out here on the porch for a breath of fresh air?
Out on the porch? Colonel Morgan, are your intentions honorable?
Of course.
And what's the use going out there?
I'd like to ask you a very important question.
Oh, well, that's different. Yeah. Let's go. Right through here. Oh, what wonderful air.
Yeah.
It smells like roses.
Like roses. Sorry, I should have brought my San.
Colonel Morgan, you old rascal, you.
Yeah.
Now that you've got me out on this dark porch, what are you going to do?
Miss Big, may I kiss your hand?
Oh, everybody wants to do that. What's my hand got that my face hasn't got? Go ahead. Oh, please, Colonel, stop trying to fight the diamond out of my ring.
Purely an accident, my dear. I thought it was rock candy.
Oh, the night is so enchanting. Colonel, put your arms around me and hold me close.
Now, wait just a minute, Miss Big.
Hold me tight like this. Squeeze me like I'm squeezing you.
No, I don't.
Tighter, tighter,
Please,
tighter.
please, Miss Big, you're flattening my crew and Curvex.
Colonel Morgan, you've been making advances to me.
I have? What happens next?
Suppose I make an advance to you.
All right, shall we say about 10,000?
Oh, bless your heart, but money's so unimportant. It means nothing to me.
It means nothing. Miss Big, will you be mine?
Oh, Colonel, this is so seldom.
We'll be very happy, my dear. I can just picture us sitting out under the magnolia trees, sipping mint juleps and reading your bank books.
Colonel, I haven't got any bank books. In fact, I don't have a penny to my name.
Ma'am, I don't think I heard you right. Wait till I adjust my acousticon.
I said I'm broke. But I don't care. I have a real Southern Colonel now.
Miss Big, from now on, I'm a nasty Yankee. Goodbye. Goodbye, that is.
Yes, Vonzel?
Eddie Duchin has refused to play until he gets paid.
Well, he should take it easy. I have a deal to get President Truman out here if he can get Petrillo's permission. But listen, Vonzel, I made an arrangement about salary with Duchin.
I know, but he said he couldn't use a barrel of Irium.
Well, it would do him a lot of good. He has very yellow piano keys. I'll talk to him. Hey, Duchin.
I'm sorry, Bob. I won't play until I get paid.
Well, look, I'll give you my IOU.
I won't accept it.
I'll sign Crosby's name to it.
That I'll take.
If you want to know how a tree will grow, look to its roots. If those roots are strong and vigorous, the tree will grow straight and tall. For the future of all things, of men and business alike, is a continuous part of their todays and yesterdays. 45 years ago, only yesterday, as time is measured, Charles R. Walgreen Sr. founded the first Walgreen drugstore in Chicago, a store dedicated to the ideals of service to his community. That single store was the healthy, sturdy root from which Walgreen drugstores, as you know them today, have grown. Because those ideals were never changed. Today, more people trade at Walgreens than at any other drugstores in the world.
But what of tomorrow? More Walgreen and Walgreen agency drugstores to serve you?
Yes,
Bigger, more modern stores, greater values, greater savings?
yes. But far more important, the more than 15,000 Walgreen employees renew their pledge to you to keep improving their standards of drugstore operation in every conceivable way, to serve you better than ever before in that bright new tomorrow that awaits all America, you and Walgreens.
Things were getting really tough around my hotel. Everybody screaming for money. I decided to pack my bag and take it on the lam. But my conscience stopped me.
Stop.
I'm going, I tell you.
Why don't you stay and face the music?
I'm tired of hearing onesie-twosie.
You can pay those people. You've got money hidden in your mattress.
Stool pigeon conscience.
You're yellow, Hope.
I am not. That's the way I tan.
How can you be such a heel?
I concentrate.
Pay up, Hope. Don't hurt your conscience. Remember, I'm in this with you.
And why don't you put up half?
I'd like to, Hope, but I need all the money I got.
What do you need money for?
I've got a date with Lana Turner's conscience.
Good. You take her conscience and send the rest to me. Oh, the Andrews sisters. I'll play on their sympathy. I'll give them a real sob story, then when they won't even think of the money I owe them. Hello, girls.
Why, Bob, you're crying.
Yeah. I've got some bad news. My cousin drowned, and my uncle broke his neck, and my brother-in-law was gored to death by a bull.
Gee, Bob, that's terrible. I hope you're not too upset to write a check.
Well, that's a fine way to talk to a fellow who's broken-hearted.
Oh, dry your tears, sonny boy. When there are gray skies,
What don't you mind in the least?
I don't mind the gray skies.
What will I do to them?
You'll make them blue,
What's my name?
sunny boy.
What will friends do to you?
Friends may forsake me.
What will you let them do?
Let them all forsake me.
Who will you still have in the end?
I'll still have you.
What's my name? Where am I sent from?
You're sent from heaven,
Have I any special valuation?
and I know your worth.
What will I do?
You make a heaven
For who, right, where, on what?
for me right here on earth.
God bless me.
Well, I'm old and gray, dear.
Do you want me to promise something?
Promise you won't stray, dear.
Well, give me a good reason.
I need you so.
What's my name?
Sunny boy.
Yes, sir, I finally made it. I was one of the Andrews sisters. Patty, Maxine, Laverne, and Bobby. Aglow with success, I strolled into Club 45 there to find all my employees listening to my nefarious manager, Von Zell.
And that is why I tell you, friends, Hope is nothing more than a crook.
Take that back, Von Zell. I'm warning you, I'm a fighting fool.
Okay, I'm fighting.
I'm fooling.
You see what I tell you? He's a fraud.
To think that all my friends would turn against me. I'm surprised at you, Ray Noble.
Oh, but Robert, old boy, you're indebted to me in the sum of 94 pounds, 10 shillings, 6pence halfpenny. Yes, and a threepenny bit.
How much is that?
Haven't the slightest idea, old boy.
That's all right, just so it isn't money.
All right, enough of this palaver. Oh, we're taking over this hotel, and you are going to work for us.
Yes, at what salary?
The same as you paid us.
Cheapskates.
Just shut up and get to work.
What do I do?
Sing.
Thanks for the memory of a hotel I once owned on money that was loaned. They've got me running errands now and answering the phone. How lovely it was. Hello?
Thanks for the memory of Bob Hope's Grand Hotel. Our visit here was swell.
You're welcome, Andrews sisters. I'm glad everything went well.
How lovely it was.
Hello?
Thanks for the memory.
Who's this?
Why, this is Dennis Day, all packed and going away. I want to thank you, Mr. Hope, for a grand and glorious day. How lovely it was.
Hello?
Thanks for the memory. You made my weekend bright, and your wine was a delight.
That's only Mr. Morgan. Every night he slept quite tight.
How lovely that was.
Hello?
Thanks for the memory. The dice game that I broke, you were down to your last joke. But after I won your dough, who's the guy that pinched my paw?
How lovely that was. Hello?
Thanks for the memory of silly jokes Hope told about my manners bold. I have no yen for handsome men. Why, they just leave me cold. What am I saying?
You're welcome. Yeah.
We hope you like the straw, and when you need drugs, Walgreens has them all. Awfully glad we met you. Cheerio and toodaloo.
This special program was the annual presentation of radio's biggest show. Sent your way with the best wishes of America's favorite drugstores, your friendly Walgreens Drug and Walgreens Agency stores from coast to coast. Walgreens thanks the entire cast for their contribution to the celebration of this, Walgreens' 45th anniversary. Bob Hope appeared through the courtesy of Pepsodent. Frank Morgan appeared through MGM, producers of Two Sisters from Boston. Jenny Sims appeared through the Borden Company. Dennis Day in Rochester through Jack Benny, Eddie Duchin through the Kraft Music Hall, Ray Noble through Chase and Sanborn. Vera Vague will soon be seen in Earl Carroll's sketchbook. The Andrews sisters are currently appearing in Walt Disney's Make Mine Music. Radio's biggest show is written by Manny Manheim and Charlie Isaacs and directed by Ted McMurray. This is Harry Bonzell, who appeared through a crack in back of the theater, saying, whoever you are, wherever you are, remember, you're always welcome at Walgreens.